Alright, welcome back to the 90s with True Lies from 1994, starring Arnold Schwarzenegger once again. So here we are in Switzerland, and it looks like a formal mansion party, and now we see some underwater action, and this diver comes out from the frozen pond, and it's actually the protagonist, Harry Tasker, played by Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Alright. And Mr. Bond.
As he connects with his colleague Albert Gibson, played by Tom Arnold. Well, that's funny. Two Arnolds as the lead for the movie, or as the leads for the movie. Okay, you don't see that often. As well as Faisal, played by Grant Heslov. So he rips off his scuba diving gear and has a tuxedo underneath, and now walks in speaking French. And now he walks into the ballroom with the 2001 Space Odyssey theme playing, as well as just greeting everyone.
How are you? It's so good to see you again.
Yes, it's been a long time.
Terrific.
And now Harry sees Khaled, the target he is looking for, as well as Juno, played by Tia Carrera. There's been quite a lot of action movies from the 80s and the 90s. And now, I don't know what happened to her after that. So now he takes the stairs and climbs up this balcony. And now a guard dog is now looking for a suspicious character as Harry looks around. And now he wants to know where the bathroom is. And directed by the famous James Cameron. Now Harry walks out and stands near Juno Skinner as Faisal searches her up and sees the guards coming down, and now takes Juno for a tango. Alright, so Faisal manages to break into the computer as the guards close in on Harry. So Gibson wants Harry to run as Juno gives him her card, and now she's in love. And now shows the annoying guard his party invitation, and now Harry's being chased down and manages to block the dogs. Now Harry starts shooting as Gibson and Faisal are coming. As Harry runs down and shoots as bumps into his two colleagues. And now the three head back to Washington as Gibson drops Harry home. Now he gets ready to go to sleep, and here we see Dana, the Tasker daughter, played by Eliza Dushku, gifting her a snow globe, as well as Mrs. Helen Tasker, played by Jamie Lee Curtis. And Harry's actually a secret agent, yet another James Bond kind of background and movie, but except the muscular part and the foreign accent. Actually, wait, never mind. Just the muscular part. Now a plumbing job is asked to be done that Harry has to pay, and says no problem, since he makes a lot of money. Secretly. Now Gibson is here to pick Harry up, and now we see Dana's boyfriend outside.
Dana!
So the two are in traffic and discuss Dana stealing money from Harry's coat, and now the two are at an office walking around, so want to know what Dana wants to do with the money she stole from Harry, and now they walk through the X-ray like detector, and we are at the Omega sector, like a fake FBI division or secret organization like MI6. And now these guys are at the meeting with the commissioner of the Omega sector, and here we meet him, Spencer Trilby, played by Charlton Heston, famous actor, and he has a conversation about Jamal Khaled. Helen Tasker is at work, still thinking that Harry is still a salesman, and he's actually a secret agent. The whole salesman job is just a cover-up. Alright, back at HQ, the three notice that Juno Skinner received $2 million earlier from Khaled.
Care to tango? Yes, I would. Assholes.
And so now he disguises himself as Harry Rehnquist to meet up with Juno Skinner, and she gives the tour of the Arabian part of her office, since she's like a museum curator. So back at HQ, and here comes Salim, played by Art Malik, and slaps Juno to tell her that Rehnquist may be not trusting. He may not be trusted, he could be a spy, for all we know.
Stupid, undisciplined bitch.
Alright, so Helen calls Harry at his job, thinking she's an average Joe. Now Harry and Gibson follow Salim and his two colleagues. Okay, Arnold smoking a cigarette, that's not normal. And now Salim's colleague follows Harry. Harry now goes to the bathroom as Salim's colleagues follow him, and now Gibson loses sight of Salim. And now some fighting. Alright, so Salim goes to the bathroom to check on his guys, and now takes out his gun to try to kill Harry. So Harry and Gibson are chasing down Salim as he grabs a horse as the two continue. While Faisal and Gibson have trapped Salim, now he bikes inside the hotel, and now we are inside a mall. as well as Harry now takes the elevator with the horse.
That's a fine animal.
Now towards the top of the building, and what does Salim do? Yeah, not gonna happen, Harry. It's only believable in James Bond. So Harry's dropped back at home, and he promised Helen that he will be home for dinner early at 8 o'clock as she sleeps in at the dinner table. And I think it was Dana's birthday party. We don't know for sure. So now back at Omega HQ as Harry looks at the record database and by chance finds the guy he was chasing, Salim Abu Aziz, and now shows Spencer Trilby. Yeah, he's not really much in the movie, Charlton Heston. He's only there for I think it's this final appearance in this part of the movie after you don't see him ever again, even for a guy as recognizable as him. So now he stops by Helen's office to say sorry, and now here's this once he's inside.
Helen, you're a mystery man on too. Simon?
And now Gibson tries to cheer him up and ends it off here. And now Harry's back at home eating dinner for the first time early after hearing about this Simon as she speaks about weird stories from the office, from her office. Okay, so Harry's back at work and speaks about the mission, and now he wants a wiretapped on his home telephone to see who Helen's really talking to, especially about this Simon. And now Harry looks at the paper conversation from the phone line about Helen wanting to see Simon. Now back at home, Harry wanting lunch with Helen tomorrow, and now she's making an excuse about going shopping tomorrow with her coworker. Okay, so as Gibson is waiting for Harry in the rain, throwing a bag of Helen's clothes at him, and now the two follow her to this Simon. And here we meet Simon, played by Bill Paxton, mainly known for Twister, the 90s movie, and now the sequel that came out this year in 2024 called Twisters, which I've never seen yet. So now this guy pretends to be living Harry's secret as a spy, and these two are just laughing. And this Simon is a used car salesman as he brings back this car and puts the price tag back up. And now Simon takes Harry for a test drive pretending to be a customer and spends the day with him and talks about the mechanics of cheating. Harry now has the wheel and is driving at maximum speed, and now he's describing Helen now.
Buttermilk. Ass like a 10-year-old boy.
Relax, that was just a fantasy, it wasn't real. Okay, so back to the mission. In this scene, Gibson is purposely hiding the conversation paper phone record between Helen and Simon so that Harry does not get distracted of catching Salim and Juno.
Where's page 10?
It's gotta be a typo.
Give me the goddamn page.
Now Simon wants to meet Helen, still pretending to be living Harry's secret life. So the tracking system that Gibson has left in Helen's house, or her purse, made sure to go find her where she is, so lecturing him on taking it like a man.
I'm as clean as a baby.
What about the time you blew a 6-week operation because we're busy getting a blowjob, huh?
Lecturing him on taking it like a man. So now Helen sits in the car with Simon, and now he hides her while being kept an eye on. It's weird that all these agents have so much free time in the world to help Harry out with his personal life. And then again, he is like the third in command at Omega Sector. But Simon brings Helen back to his real house, but he tells her it's a safe house for his secret life as a spy. In reality, he lives in a trailer park. But now he wants to be part of a secret mission, or now she wants to be part of a secret mission, sees the tickets to Paris. And now these guys are ready to raid Simon's trailer house, as Simon is trying to kiss Helen but isn't liking it, pretending that this is all part of the mission.
I cannot do this! If not for me, do it for your country.
Now Helen probably will believe that Simon is a secret agent after all this has occurred. Now Helen is taken to this hidden, non-sound secret room, which is at Omega Sector, as Harry uses a disguised voice to scare Helen. And now she tells a story of how Simon, the used car salesman, came into her life. So she was at a restaurant, and he just sits next to her, giving her this briefcase, and now tries to open it, and Harry asking more weird questions. And now with the interrogation and notice she's telling the truth, and now she is given two choices. Either go to prison or do the mission assigned by Harry, which is all part of a charade he's pulling on her. So now Harry and Gibson drop her off with a bag on her head at the same time where she left the car. And now it's Simon's time to die, and now for the unfortunate truth.
I have to lie to women to get laid, and I don't score much.
So you'd be surprised how common that is today, or you could have just gotten a few magazines. But you gotta be super desperate to lie this much. Just jerk it off, man. It's not worth it. Get killed if you do something like this in real life. So now he's peeing, so Harry lets him go. He's peeing down his pants because he's scared. So back at home normally, and now Helen gets a call from the disguise's voice with Gibson telling her the mission she agreed to. Okay, so she has to be at the Marquis Hotel as Harry's French colleague pretends to be the hotel guest for a pre-recorded, record player or recorder to speak for Harry. So half the movie's done at this point, and now she's at the elevator with the envelope open with all the instructions, as well as ripping off parts of her dress, and opens the envelope, rips off the wedding ring, and now she hears this.
You may start by unzipping your dress.
And now walks towards Harry as he uses a tape recorder to pretend to be the arms dealer. So now she takes off the dress as instructed by Harry's disguised voice, and now he wants her to dance for the next 3 minutes as Harry watches carefully. And now she's done. Now that's weird. Now she notices that's Harry, and now Khaled's guys break in, or Salim's guys break in.
Yes, it's Harry. I know it looks bad, but I can explain.
And now they have been taken inside the van and now to the airport, and we see Juno Skinner. And yes, she was speaking the truth to Juno. Now Harry's sedated. So they take the plane somewhere, and we are at this garbage dump as they are brought by helicopter and meet Salim again. And now Juno shows Harry the artifacts, and inside all of them are missiles. And now describes what's inside the missiles, and now admits to Helen that he is a spy. And Juno is just enjoying this so much, so... all this is doing due to some politics stuff as this guy records Salim's demands, and Juno sees a transmitter as a way for Gibson to use to locate Harry. So it must have been in the envelope, and now it's crushed and the signal is lost, and now tripped to the dentist to make Harry talk.
Funded raving psychotics. And I'm getting a lot of money.
Yeah, for doing nothing and standing there. And now she kisses Harry to piss off Helen, and Harry's now having a weird reaction to the injection given to him, which is a truth agent. So Harry has been a spy for 17 years since Helen has been taking advantage of the truth serum. And back outside, Salim has Harry's wallet and finds a picture and sees Dana, just like Hans Gruber, noticing John McClane's kids in the picture. And at this time, he is speaking the truth naturally and slices the two and see these guys chanting in Arabic. And now they spot Harry and Helen running. And as we see some more shooting and killing. So Salim has a meeting with his guards, and Harry and Helen join in as a missile is about to be turned on with a timer, and they load up the coffin with the missile and some cement on it. I don't know why they did that. Now some shooting, and now Harry's trapped, and now he tells Helen to shoot, but she drops the gun. And now these guys are escaping with the big missile, and now takes out the flamethrower, burning all of the remaining guys, as well as Juno shitting herself. Salim takes out the rocket launcher, and Harry jumps into the water as Juno has Helen at gunpoint now. Whoa. So Harry sees Helen being taken away with Juno and the other guys, and here comes Gibson and the other agents as these guys are driving on the bridge, as there are fighter jets and helicopters, and now Harry signals the fighter jets to blow up the bridge with the trucks, and the other vehicles are blown up. Meanwhile, the limo with Juno and Harry and Helen is still on the run, and now they fight over a gun and the driver is killed. And now a girl fight, and now Harry reaches down to grab Helen, and goodbye Juno. So now the fighter jets have landed, and now he puts the wedding ring back on, and now Salim has a hostage, which is Dana Tasker. And grabs a fighter jet to get Dana, but he can't fly properly. So now they plan to destroy each major city in the United States. And now the TV crew that Salim requests is now here, including Faisal posing as one of them. And Dana sees the key, and now Salim notices that it's gone.
What key? That key. Who's taking the key?
And now they're chasing after Dana, and now they're at the very top of this construction stand. And now Harry's close to her. And now Harry is still here shooting all over as he catches Dana, and even Salim tries to attack Harry with a knife, and now says this one line from The Apprentice. And that's it. That's the end of that. And now 1 year has gone by and Gibson calls using the same voice, the disguised voice. And now we are back in Switzerland with the whole 2001 Space Odyssey theme playing once again. And here we see Simon going back to his old ways and again runs away, pissing down his pants. Told you, man, you're gonna get killed if you do this. Continue to do this. And to end this movie off with Harry and Helen dancing the tango. And before the credits,
I've been in the band for 15 years, Harry.
and that's it. True Lies in 1994. Super long, but worth the watch. The movie did really well for 1994. Well, all James Cameron movies do generate a lot of sales. But that's it from me. See you soon in The Matrix from 1999. Thanks for watching, and see you soon in the next episode. Take care and watch away.